What's cracking, everybody? Welcome back to Middletown Skate Park. I know it's been a little while since we've been here, but today I am debating on upping my board size. I'm not 100% sure about it, but I'm gonna give it a shot. I've been skating 8s for probably 15 years, if not longer. Since towards the end of Zero, right before I got on Mystery, I've been skating 8-inch boards. And when I got on Santa Cruz, the 8-inch shape was different. We were trying to mess with the shape to kind of make it more like the Mystery ones were before, and that's where we came up with the taper tip shape. And I've been skating that ever since, and that probably happened in like 2016, 17-ish. So it's been a while since I've been skating the same exact boards. But with that, I've been thinking that I wanted to skate a bigger board. Like, I feel like the board sometimes is too small, and I know it's an 8, but even with the taper tip shape, which I love and I've been skating for so long, but it just sometimes makes the board feel even thinner because it's so tapered at the top. And then I've also been getting hit up by a lot of people who want to buy my boards and skate my boards and support me, but they don't buy them or support because they're a size 8, and nobody really skates 8s anymore except like myself. So the fact that Santa Cruz made my newest board in an 8.2, I was super stoked on it, and I just want to give it a shot to see if it's something that I like moving forward. And I feel like there's a lot of benefits that can come from it too. Like, I might enjoy having more space on the board. Like, sometimes I get into back tails or certain tricks and I can feel my heel or part of my foot hitting the ledge just because my tail or my nose or whatever is like so small on the ledge, and a lot of my feet hang off. I feel like I would just land tricks a little bit cleaner with more surface area under my feet. I mean, that makes more sense. And I also like that this board is a twin tail. I've always liked the idea of twin tails. Back on Mystery, I actually had a deck called the Symmetry deck, which was a twin tail that I skated, but then they discontinued them for some reason, so I stopped. I've always liked the idea of a twin tail setup. Today we're gonna give it a shot. This board is a bit different than the one I've been skating. I brought one of my taper tips with me so we can kind of compare shapes and how big the board actually is compared to my older board. This is the new graphic right here. It's like a symmetrical graphic where you can look at it either way because it's a twin tail. But as far as shapes go, this is the difference in shapes. So obviously it's a little different looking because this one has trucks on it and that one does not. But as you can see, the nose on this one isn't necessarily super round, but it's a lot more round than this one. This one's super tapered, and it gets tapered even more at the tail. The difference in size, you can see the bottom one obviously sticks out 0.2. And then one of the major differences that I think we're gonna have is just how short the other board was. So the board's obviously gonna be a huge change. It's gonna feel a lot different compared to the 8 that I've been skating. It's 0.2 inches wider, obviously. It is a ½ inch longer, and the wheelbase is 0.1 longer as well. So it's a lot different. And I feel like the main thing that I'm gonna notice about it is the length. That length is like a big difference in where I set up my feet for certain tricks and everything. So that might drive me a little crazy. Also, the tail, since the tail it's a twin tail, the tail is gonna feel a lot taller and a lot bigger than the tail I'm coming from, and I hope it doesn't mess up my timing of when my pop hits too much. But whatever, let's go skate this thing, see how it feels. We'll warm up on some flat ground, and I'll keep you guys posted on what's going on up here. Weird, dude. So yeah, it's weird. Like, the first thing I notice is that I can't see my wheels. And I think it's because I skate 8-inch trucks. I think we'll get used to the board, and if I end up liking the board and want to stick with the 8.2, I will then probably upgrade the trucks to like 8.25 trucks or something like that. Cause it is kind of weird not seeing my wheels. They're like completely buried behind the board. Skate-wise, the first thing I noticed was the tail. The tail is way bigger than what I was coming from. Definitely feels like the timing's a bit different. I didn't notice it with the nollie pop. The nollies felt like they were working all right, but the front shoves felt a little like funky. I felt like I was like hitting my tail late sometimes, or my tail almost didn't hit at all. Kind of weird. And it does feel long. It almost looks like a snowboard just because of the way it's like rounded compared to what I'm used to, like with the taper tip. Initially, like first shove-its and pops on this thing, it's not terrible, so we'll keep it moving. Oh boy. Yeah, it's just the timing, man. Timing feels so funny. Yeah, it's just such a different feeling. Like when I set my feet up on the tail for the tray flip, I feel like I'm used to like more of a point and like an edge to the where my foot is over the tail. And this is just like so rounded, it feels like it's not in the right spot, but it works. The board doesn't feel big though. The board, it feels a little bit long, but flipping it and stuff feels easy. Although I haven't done a kickflip yet, but I always tray flip before I kickflip. Find them just way like less taxing on the body to do tray flips when I'm warming up, and then build up to a kickflip. I feel like it takes more effort. My kickflips definitely feel a little funny, but I think with the old shape, I'm used to kickflipping straight off the nose because it's not rounded, right? So if I go off to the side, I miss my kickflips on the old shape. So I trained myself to kickflip very straight off the nose, and I don't think I have to do that with this board because it's slightly wider of a nose. So I can kickflip more to the side. It's just I'm not used to that yet. So it feels a little funky, but it looks weird compared to what I'm used to. And that's what's fucking with my head the most. When I turn around to do anything switch, the nose looks so, or not the nose, but the tail where I would like switch flip off of looks really big. But we'll try and get some switch flips and see how they feel. The kickflips were okay. Well, it's going okay. Yeah, it's not terrible. Oh, it actually felt good, like it popped good. Wow. That one felt really good actually. Popping off my nose, so anything switch and nollie is gonna feel better than regular because the tail of this board compared to the tail of my old board is the biggest difference, and the length. But the noses aren't too much different. This nose is bigger, but like the shape of it is at least closer to the nose of that board than this tail is to the tail of that board. Sorry, it's confusing, but the pop off the nose of this board is similar to the nose that I was skating. Yeah, my switch feels good. Oh, that felt weird. I think I noticed that my trucks feel a little looser too. The way that my board hangs over my wheels and like whatever, I think I have more leverage obviously, so my trucks feel a little bit looser. Yeah, dude, like the flick and the pop off the nose, like feels good to be honest. It's getting better though. It's getting better. The width of the board actually feels really good. Like I feel like 8.2 is probably like a sweet spot for me. It's just getting used to the shape, you know, getting used to the shape and like the steepness, and the timing is the biggest thing for me right now. This is going honestly better than I thought it was gonna go, at least so far. I haven't tried to flip into anything or flip into the ledges or like any of that stuff, which could make it go terrible. So we'll find out. I'm just gonna cruise around, get a couple more flat ground tricks and just get a better feel for the board before I get into the park. I feel like I have to just do more kick flips, to be honest. Whoa. Maybe it's just my kick flips today, honestly. I don't even know if I'm blaming the kickflips on the board. The kickflips just feel funky. And I just hope when I'm skating like a ledge and I'm flicking into the ledge that it feels like the board flips fast enough that I can pop the board just as high with it being like bigger and heavier and all that stuff. If all that stuff works, I don't see why I can't stick with this board, but let's get in the park, let's skate the ledge a little bit. And my pop feels a little dud, like a little duddy. I think just because my timing isn't exact yet, you know what I mean? Probably gonna take a while to get used to that too. I'll give my board some wax for the slides. Make sure we're sliding good. Board slides, even though I don't do any of those. I do, but not that many. Ah. Whoa. Oh, let's check out that nollie timing. That felt fine. I was a little more worried about it, so I didn't think about the nose slide once I got in. I was just worried about popping. think I'm just like hesitating on my nollie pops and stuff because I don't trust it yet, but I haven't really fucked up the pop yet. It's just scared to, you know? I mean, overall, after some of the basics, it feels pretty good. Like, it feels long. That's like the only thing I notice so far. I mean, I think I might notice more once I start kickflipping in right now. Like, I'm gonna definitely kickflip into some of my like everydays and just try and make sure that that stuff feels good too. Let's get into more difficult tricks, I guess. That was a really bad first go. I don't even think I got high enough onto the ledge. I think I overestimated that one. So I underestimated the first one, I overpopped the second one. Third time was the charm. So not too bad. 3 goes, front shove nose grind on a brand new shaving board. After my front shoves looked like crap out there, I'll take it. Gotta get the front crook. Every time I kickflip, I feel like I'm really like flicking further off the nose or just flicking like a longer flick. It's weird. Damn. It was weird. It felt good. I think the grind still wanted to stick. Kind of came out like behind it. I don't know if it has to do with the shape, but like I'm missing my pinch spot. Weird, dude. See? It never does this. That's why it's weird to me. I don't know if it's because like where I'm leaning and the nose is bigger, it's like popping the wheel out. I'll have days where I miss this trick for sure, and like it's not every try or anything. It might even take 10 goes some days, but like never do I do that many times. Get in where the wheel kind of pops off into like a really crooked nose slide. I never really do that. That's what's freaking me out. I'm like, that has to be something with what's going on here. Dude, what the fuck? So confused. Do I like not turn as much or something? When I watch this back, I'm gonna like slow-mo to see what's happening because it's so consistent that it's weird. Dude, and then when I do get in, it wants to stick. That one felt like completely normal. It didn't feel like I had to do it differently. It just worked that time. And I wonder if that's why I'll try to get in and press and it pops my wheel off. That's what I'm thinking happens. I mean, it'll work. It'll just take some getting used to, you know? If I up the truck size, that might help too, because then everything will be on like the same page, you know? Ooh, that felt weird. So I was thinking switch foot back tail, and the way I set up my feet for this trick is just super like a little bit of my toe on the board and a lot of my foot like on this side, and I felt like I got super wiggly. I don't know. All right. I'm going slow because I'm being a little bitch. You already know. I'm about to hit it with the wax. That felt fine actually. I mean, I can feel it in my feet when I'm skating this board that like things are different, but the things are also working the way that they should. Besides that cable front crook was a little strange, which is why I want to try to nollie crook. I want to try like nollie heel flip crook and nollie crook, nollie heel flip out, just to make sure that like that pinch spot on the crooks doesn't do that all the time, because that must be something with the shape and how small my trucks are, or I don't know. That crooked grind with the front crook kept popping out, so I'm gonna first do nollie crook, nollie heel to see if I can sit in that pinch spot and be able to like chill in it enough to press the nollie heel out without it slipping. It just feels like there's way more like range of motion in the crook pinch. Oh man, first one was like a test. Held the crook at least, so that's a good sign. Well, that worked, and it didn't slip out, but now I'm gonna try to flip in with the nollie, like not flip in, flip out. I don't wanna do that. That'd be a little much for right now. I wanna try to do the nollie heel flip crook and see how like landing in that crook after the heel flip, like if it does the same thing as the front crook. All right, we got some serious wind that way. That kind of sucks. It's gonna make it way harder to nollie heel in with the wind. Fuck, dude. I think I might just try it across the whole inside of the ledge, because that'll actually like show that I can hold the crook good, and also I won't be going against the wind. The wind sucked right now. I didn't notice that until I started doing this trick. This might actually be a new one for the channel. I've done nollie heel crook across this, but I don't know if I put it on YouTube. If I did, and you remember that I nollie heel crooked this in a video, leave a comment to which video it was, because I don't know. Ooh, we've made contact. I think once I get in proper though, I'll just be chilling on there. Oh man. Fuck. Well, I took it to manual because I couldn't hold it the whole way. I was falling off. So we'll try and get another one. I do notice when I'm crooked grinding up there though, I do feel like it has more board is like crooking as well. I think because my old board was so pointy, but this one being round has like, there's just more board like on top of the ledge sliding along the crook. You know what I mean? No, but you see what I mean? It's like the crooked grind doesn't want to grind as easily because there's so much friction on top with the wood and the concrete. And I'm not used to that. Put a little wax like on top of the ledge. Got it. A little slow motion, but I'll take it. I didn't do any manuals on this new board yet. I feel like with the wheelbase, the manuals might feel a little funky too, but we shall see. Oh wow, that actually worked way better than I thought it was gonna work too. With the board being as long as it is, I wasn't sure how big swing back tail would be because that one likes to smash into the ledge, and that just being longer means you're like closer to the ledge. Like where I usually ride up, with the board being a little longer, would be spinning a little closer to the ledge, if that makes any sense. Getting in first tee is a good sign. Chilling. Overall for the day, not bad. I feel like the only time I was given trouble with the board, my kickflips felt a little weird at first, my front shove felt a little weird at first, and then other than that, it was the kickflip front crook. The kickflip front crook, like, I don't know, you saw. I locked into a kickflip front no slide like 100 times and didn't lock into the crook, and when I did lock into the crook, it felt like it was sticking. And I think that's just because of how round the nose is. My truck's being smaller than the board leaves for more like leverage in that crooked grind for the wheel to pop off. But I think just the more I do them and practice them, it'll become more normal. I'm gonna spend some time getting used to the board, and then later on down the road, I will probably upgrade the trucks to match the board. I think that would be a good thing to do, right? I don't know. I think I'm gonna stick with the board. I have to hit up Santa Cruz and get some more boards, I guess, because I only got 3 of those because I wasn't sure if I was gonna stick with them or not, or if I was gonna skate it and be like, I don't really like it, but I kind of like it. Like the width of the board feels amazing. It doesn't feel hard to flip. It doesn't feel hard to spin. Like it didn't feel heavy. I expected it to feel a little heavier. It felt honestly completely normal except for the shape. The shape of the board was weird and the length of the board was weird. And it's not weird, it's just different from what I was skating. It's honestly probably more normal than what I was skating, and that's what's weird about it for me. If you guys skate 8.2s or 8.25s, hopefully you can enjoy this board because I don't know if they'll continue making them in this size. I hope that they do, especially if I'm gonna keep skating them. I hope that they do. Thanks for kicking it with me while I got used to this new board. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, like and subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace, yo.